Hello all and welcome to the Lane channel. So in this video I will talk about kingdoms and some stuff that you should know about the kingdoms, especially to the kingdom lords and also the stewards. So one thing about the kingdom itself, if you click on the kingdom, the defense is something that just the lord and the steward, which is the leads and the sub-lead could enter. So this is some weekly activity that you should participate in order to get some of the solo rewards, same as for the kingdom reward that go into the auctions house. That could help a lot on the upgrades and stuff. So yeah, make sure to just participate it and you will get like the royal gift of darkness, and you could get like the magic skill books here, the magic tome skill books. One thing you will need to know about the auction bid is that if you have more than one person bidding that item, the person who loses the bid itself will only get back half of the cost. So I would say if you are free to play players, I think what a kingdom should do is to arrange only one bid per item so that it would prevent that your guild member, your kingdom member losing a lot of glider because of unwanted beating issues. So that is something that you should take note if your guild having a lot of free to play, because the glider itself is actually an important thing that will help to boost up the players um the XP, the familiar and stuff. So it's a really important thing. So you do not want to waste it. I waste a lot of it. So I think that it's really better to talk with your kingdoms to have a discussions who gonna bid for that item, and the rest will not just bid for it, because you do not want to waste the half of the cost just to getting a food material item. That is something that is not really good. So let me just go into the Dominion. So my lead has just assigned me as the steward, as just to show you guys around like what kind of things and what are the costs and stuff. So one thing about when you go into the kingdom itself, yeah, what you can do with all those items. So if you are curious, you can always check like on the kingdom what kind of things that the kingdom has right now. Where do I check it? Sorry, I'm still kind of new here. Yeah, it's actually a new feature for me. So you can see like how many kingdoms your kingdom has. And if you would like to level up some skill buff, it requires some coin on it. This is something that the Lord or the Steward could do. So the buff is something that very important for us to challenge, like different kind of challenge, like the main quest, or maybe like the boss fight, or even like the labyrinth and stuff. So this buff here is important, and each of the buff, when you reach different level, then you will have like different costs. So the first level itself is only like 1000, and then it will move to 2000, then 3000. Yeah, I'm not sure about the cost, but then that is just a sample, but then the cost will move up. Like let's say this one, level 3 to level 4 is require like 2.2k. So these are something that you would like to save up, and this is only something that you can obtain by donating and also participating the defense and stuff. So you have the power up here as well. So it requires some obsidians, and some of it are actually blocked due to the level, like this one here. Yep, this one here, you require level 12 kingdom in order to have that. And the rest is like if you have not claimed it, you need to open it up with 5,000 obsidians, and you will have like the something that buff the kingdom for the kingdom defense. So you have like some movement speed and stuff. So this enhanced tower attack, you only can use it during level 13. And other things like what kind of cost. So basically for the kingdom lab, is much more using on the obsidian. And for the adventure itself, so there is also buff for the adventure, which is something applies to your familiar adventure. And for this buff here, yeah, right now we don't really need it because if you go into the familiar adventure, challenge, yep, challenge adventure. So adventure, as I said in my another video, yeah, I just got 32 obsidian, some is 64. So adventure itself is like if you could not challenge that, um so you always can re-challenge it. I will get this one as well. You can always re-challenge it. Let's say you are challenging the fifth grade mobs there. So what you can do is just rearrange your team to make sure that you can pass it, because it's no harm to keep on trying because it doesn't require any ticket if you fail it. And if you could not pass it, then maybe you just go for the grade 4. It's still good. So at the moment, I would say obsidian is not required. Really not something that required right now at the stage. So what you can do is just rearrange your familiar. And let's say for this one, they have like the dark team, so I will use the light team to counter their dark, and like the light team here, then I will use the dark to counter it. So you might want to repositions. Let's say this is the green one. I would like to put a water to counter it, and then I will have like oh sorry, green one I will need to have a fire to counter it, and then I will have like 1 2 3 4 5. The second one I will need like water to counter it. Then for this the third one here using this, and then maybe a fire, or maybe I will just use my main, and then here I will just put this one here. So you can always mix and match to see what kind of combinations that works if you have lower CP. Of course, if you have like higher CP towards to the opponent, um, of course you wouldn't want to use a, an earth team, a 5 earth team to versus a fire team, because the opponent have like the 150% damage towards to your team. But if you're, yeah, if you are using almost similar CP, and then the elemental does not counter, then that is not a problem. But if you are having lesser CP than the opponent, that's where you can actually arrange the team and just go for it and test it. So at the moment, I would say that buff is not really that required unless if we are reaching a certain higher level of adventure, maybe grade 6 or stuff. So that would be like in the mid game or the late game itself. And let me just see, we have also the workshop. Workshop is something that is helpful for the kingdom defense as well. So if we see the workshop here, you will have like the robots and stuff, the boom robot. So boom robot is something that is important for you to obtain the one hit KO. So that is something that I have learned in one of the video that I've shared yesterday. If you would like to get the one hit KO, which is the title here, battle, one hit KO, one hit KO, one hit KO. Yep, this one here. So you can use the boom, and so my kingdom mates try it just now, and they actually use the boom towards to the defense tier 3, so that deals a lot of damage, and few of them has achieved getting this title there. So this is something that you would like to get it. I mean, you will need to craft it. So it's a one-time use item. Craft it and use it wisely. So maybe what you can do is to ask one of the team members to gather the mobs, and then 5 of them getting the boom. So one time of the boom robots produce 5 booms, and then yeah, you just have to take turns to throw the boom and get the title there. And what is Sam then doing here? Okay, let's see. Workshop. Citadel, I don't have to talk anything about that since that is just the quest itself. Uh, and then we have the theater, as what I have told. Then we have the restaurant. Yeah, let me just reply Emden for a while. Uh, where's Emden? Not here. Okay, my whisper is getting bug again. Oh, here. A sec. Okay, so for the restaurant itself is that you can craft different kind of recipe that have different kind of stats, so you can see what kind of stat it adds to it. And basically, it's really helpful when you try to do the main quest or stuff because definitely, we will challenge some higher level mobs at the main quest if we are someone who grind through it. So this is really something that helpful and different kind of recipe need different kind of ingredient and stuff. So if you would like to learn a recipe, it will require obsidian as well. So obsidian is widely used in different kind of area. And for the fish itself, it's like if you learn it, it's also needs some gold coin. So there's the gold coin and also obsidians to upgrade the recipe. Let me just say this one here. So this is the gold coin that requires for the fish. Uh, this require prism. So prism not just only for the what is it? The relic war. So you will also need prism for some of the recipe here. Can I see what's the buff? Defense. Yep, you have like the defense and damage from player. This is much more like a PvP. So I believe this is much more like the relic war related foot buff because you would like to reduce damage from players to secure the what's that again? The territory. Sorry about that. And then let's see what's else. General store, there's also something that you can unlock using the let me just go there. Requires one or more occupied relic. So if you occupy a relic, then you will have like additional stuff that will appear in your general store. So artist thing is like kingdom. Yep, you will need like a lot general store. You will have like this kingdom token, a kingdom go to open it up. It's only something open to the Lord itself, so Lord can purchase this kind of item here. And then object generous. So, and else is just like something like the decorations item, so you can open up and decorate your kingdom, but not really needed. I think it's just really for cosmetic purpose for this one here. This one I'm not so sure. It seems to be need the lot to open it up, and then we can use to purchase. But then the gold is actually quite expensive here as well. And I guess that is one of the way players could get this. Maybe I can check with my lord to see what is his view. If he unlocked this one, how weekly per kingdom. Oh, if we unlock this one, this will go to the auctions how I believe. And then we will have the auctions house here. So this is the auctions house. Yep. So basically, I guess that is all, if I'm not mistaken. There's the dungeon. So dungeon is also something if you would like to go in further a challenge. So let me just click on it and see. So you can enter it if you have succeed challenge challenge one tier to another tier. But right now we did not try the tier 4, and if you would like to have it resets, then it will require some materials. Let me see if it's stated here. No, it doesn't state here, but then you can actually ask for help from other players out there by clicking on the buttons for recruiting them into that kingdom dungeon for help. And I guess that's is it. Prism right now is something that used for the relic war. If you beat it, then you can just use it here. Yep, you can use it just for the beating itself, and you can see what kind of price they're actually using to bid for it. And yeah, I guess one thing I would like to point out is also on the lab itself is like some of you guys saying that why my CP is getting lesser when I click the guild, not the guild, the kingdom. So one thing is about the kingdom itself, it has like the power up. So you will have like the beginner blessing plus attack and stuff. So if your kingdom lord or steward did purchase that, so this add to your attack stack and stuff. So it applies to all members. So if a kingdom has high level of buff, of course your CP will be higher. And if a kingdom does not buy that buff, of course your CP will be lower. And as for the general store itself, what I will buy daily is on the XP. So if you are not joining a kingdom right now, you should actually join a kingdom. This is because it actually gives you this XP here, and you can buy 5 of it per day per account. So you can use that XP on your main or maybe alt character. And you will also have some jelly beans that sold here, and also some bean pots, which that's why I'm out of glider. So I think that's the reason why I just purchase everything I can. And yeah, I need to save up some right now. I guess, yep, that would be all for this video here, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe.